Frame 99, hot at you Thursday. You're watching it Saturday. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. You want to get on Gutterball? Let us know. Best way to get hold of us is Instagram. DM us. Get on Gutterball. Gutterball 100 is coming up real soon. Next week, a drinking episode. We're going to have some old guests, maybe some new guests joining us. It's going to be a great, grand old time. Do not miss it. Guaranteed 2+ hours of Gutterball, drunk Gutterball. So it's different. It's better. We're faster. We're smarter. We're going to be more witty on the alcohol for sure. It's going to be great. My week's been great. You know, it's more the same old, just dealing with a lot of insomnia and not sleeping well. But other than that, feeling great. Paul, what's popping with you? What's new? What's new in Paul's world?
Not a whole lot is new. Box is going good. Work's okay. Been really busy. Really just not much. I've been kind of depressed the last few days. We'll go into that a little more as to like what I think it is and stuff like that. But not a whole lot. Just pretty average week. You doing good?
Okay. Yeah, I'm all right. A little depressed because we're the realest podcast out there. We're going to let you know how we feel. You know, we deep in our feels. We cry a little bit. We get sad on the show. Excited for 100. That's going to be real fun. Before we jump into any topics, we're going to do Song of the Week. Now, I know Paul doesn't have a Song of the Week, so I'm going to carry that burden for him. I'm going to pick his Song of the Week, what he's been listening to.
What the hell?
Well, you
No.
like that? You like that prof song, Ball Breaker? I think it's what it's called. You hear that
I
one?
don't know if I've heard that one.
That's a good prof song. I've been listening to that. Anyway, my song of the week is kind of like a couple different ones. I want to touch on a couple different artists. Deicide, one of the most classic death metal bands. They released a new
It's not
album.
the side.
No, it's Deicide. Deicide means like killing of a god. They do a lot of anti-god, like killing Christians type music. Very heavy. The leader, Glenn Benton, like he's been known to brand upside down crucifix in his forehead, and it's like permanently there. Like not once or twice, like 8 times he takes a hot iron and brands an upside down cross to his skull. That guy's sick. Racist, homophobic, bigot. That's how I like my artist right there. That guy is fucking peak. I'm in love with him. So he gets trashed on constantly. Like in the death metal sphere or metal sphere, Deicide is like often like seen as like a shitty band, but they're really not. They're actually really, really good. Great vocals, great guitar work. So they released a new album. It's getting shit on really, really bad because the album cover looks like it's AI. Like it looks kind of shitty. It's not great, but who cares about the album cover? It's what's inside the album,
Yeah.
which is okay. It's a decent Deicide album. I wouldn't say it's their greatest work, of course. I think most death metal bands have passed like their greatest work. You're not gonna get anything better out of them because they've been doing it since like the 90s. So
Yeah.
but yeah, they're getting trashed on really, really hard. People are saying it's not as good as it is. I'm okay with it. I really like it. I like the song From Unknown Heights You Shall Fall. It's just like really man, they kind of steered away from the killing God aspect and more just like the brutal not melodic. It's kind of just like not even slam metal, but it's very heavy. Very fond of that. I like that album, but listen to that. Second thing, I found this new playlist called Slam My Tits, and I really like it. It's all slam death metal from really new bands that are like within a year. So it's a lot of just really brutal slam metal, like some of the most like brutal songs I've ever listened to. Like one of them's like called like Shemale Dismemberment of the 69 or something, or like raped and then fucked by pigs, and I'm like, this is brutal as shit. The songs are very violent, but it's like really good slam metal, really like good vibe, makes you kind of like want to punch somebody type
Have you
music.
heard the band Slam Witch?
Slam Witch? No, I don't think so.
Haller just showed me them, and they're like, I think their
Okay.
lead guitarist is a girl, and their vocalist is a girl, and you can't even tell.
Oh yeah, no shit.
She's
Okay,
like pretty
alright.
gnarly. I'm like, damn, this is interesting.
I wonder if it's
Check out Slam
not
Witch.
Poppy, is it? No, it can't be Poppy. That's another up and coming death metal girl is Poppy, or I guess metal. I don't really like her that much. Not that good. So yeah, check out the new Deicide album. Look up Slam My Tits on Spotify. Really great album. But Paul, I got something even better. Song. This isn't even a song. So y'all know the classic death metal band Possessed. Possessed is arguably the first death metal band ever. Like even before Dark Angel, before Cannibal Corpse, they released an album called Seven Churches, and I think 1984. Classic death metal, literally the first death metal band. You can't even argue it. And I follow them on Twitter, right? And I just be scrolling through, and what is the lead singer of Possessed type in? So he's like just chatting with somebody, and he's like puts a reply, and he's like, the people, the people. I think he said something in the likeness of the people who who are like responding. It's like somebody was doing like one of those questions where it's like one of those retarded questions where it's like um oh man, how do I even describe this? But like just some dumb Twitter post, whatever, you know. And he's like, this thing's only made for fat women and like gay boys or something. That's like what he said in the likeness. And I liked it because I was busting out loud. I thought that was funny as shit.
Yeah.
I just liked it. I didn't think anything about it. And then an hour later, he DMs me directly on Twitter, the lead singer of Possessed, classic death metal band. He's like, "Oh man, I saw your profile. I'm sorry about that post. I didn't mean anything by it." And I'm like, "Dude, that was funny as shit. Why are you apologizing?" He's like, "I had a couple drinks." And I'm like, "Why are
Really?
you apologizing to me?" Yeah, literally, like the lead singer. And I'm like, I kind of like idolize this guy because I've been listening to Possessed for like a couple years now. Like they're their first death metal band. He's like, "I had a couple drinks. I'm sorry." And I'm like, "Bro, I didn't even think about that. That was funny as shit. Fuck fat women." I think is what I said, or something like that. And he goes, "Thanks, bro. I love you so much." And then he followed me on Twitter. And I was like, "What?" So like I don't know. And then we chatted a little bit more and just kind of told him that I was listening to Possess. So it was just kind of neat to
That is
talk
cool.
to the lead singer of the literally the first death metal band. So it's kind of neat. And he follows me on Twitter, see how long that goes until he sees all my posts and is like, this guy's fucking nuts. But yeah, no, that was really funny to me. I'm like, why are you apologizing to me, dog? Because I think he said like gay in his like reply, and I'm like, I don't fucking care. It's funny as hell. But so that's what's been going on with music lately, you know. And that's the song of the week. Paul's don't got one, so I had to carry it for him, carry the whole show on my back. Just kidding. But yeah, no, that was pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Pretty fun things. Paul, is there any topics that are hot off the press for you? Anything? Any
Well,
pressing things?
I bought myself some new shoes.
Oh, you
Oh,
did. What'd you get?
oh, fuck. I also
What?
bought some other things that I totally could have shown
Go
that
grab them. I can
I'm gonna.
cover you while you
No, no,
grab
no,
them.
no,
Not
no, no.
far.
I'm gonna see if Destiny will.
Yeah, we got people bringing us shit now. We gotta have like a Jamie or something. When we're in the studio.
Because you're
To
gonna
bring.
like what I bought. But anyways,
Okay.
bought some new shoes.
So, Paul, what's your experience with shoes? What kind of shoe person are you? You'd say that type of shoe person. All right.
No, I like
What
old
the hell brand
school
are those?
DVS.
Ninjago or something? Oh, okay. I've never
So
seen those.
I like old school skate shoes, preferably. I don't know. I don't really have a particular shoe. I usually try to change it up at the style every time I get them. I bought
Mhm.
between these mid tops, high tops. I don't like the only type of shoe I really don't buy or don't like is those any generic Vans or Etnies you see that go up to here. You know, I'm talking about the flat bottom skate shoes that aren't very like I don't know how to explain them. But
Slip-ons? Do you
yeah,
not like
like those
slip-ons?
kind of slip on, but they can tie up. I don't like those. I kind of have a narrow ankle, so like shopping for shoes can be difficult, which is why a high top or something like this that has like more ankle reinforcement here just works a lot better for me, so my ankle doesn't slip out. But those normal shoes that are are just like not as bulky as this that are smaller just tend to not really fit. So that's why I went with the DVSs, and I got these at Journeys of all places. I went to fucking uh Zoomies, they were more expensive, and like for whatever reason, this was like a better quality than the other DVSs they had at Journeys, and this was the cheapest pair. I'm assuming it's because of no one really wanted yellow or like this Carhartt
Yeah,
color, but I kind of like
bumblebee
it.
looking.
Kind of nice.
It's kinda orange on camera. It shows up orange, so it is more yellow.
Yeah, it's more of a like the Carhartt tan but yellower, if that makes
Mhm.
sense. Kind of like
Yeah,
that.
you've always kinda had unique colored shoes and stuff like that. I don't like the brown bottoms personally. I feel like you could
Yeah,
stomp out some blunts in those, you know, or maybe some heads or something, I don't know. What are you gonna use those for? Running, walking, just daily
not
shoes? Is
running, just
daily wear?
daily shoes.
Daily.
I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
running in flats, dude, you're done for. You're toast, dude. Your next day.
absolutely
If you're
not.
running flat shoes, dude, don't
Yeah.
ever do that. That's like the
So you
worst
want to
mistake.
see what I impulse bought? So they
And
have like
what'd
a
you
new
impulse buy?
they have a new store in the mall and up at Miller Hill Mall, and I bought this probably overpaid for it, but I got this sick Mike Tyson card uh
That's sick.
with him knocking the mouthpiece out of one dude. I forget his name. It's like in mint condition.
DSA grade is that? No, that's pretty cool. Knock some dude out. What are you gonna do with that? Like, put it up on the wall or something?
No, I've been slowly collecting cards, like very
Yeah,
slowly. Um, you're gonna see. So I bought one of the UFC packs, and I pulled a Catlin Seminara signed card.
actually signed.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
she's
If it was
not.
a chick, it'd be cooler
I
if
think
it
she
was
just
someone
got out of
else.
the UFC. And then like some other
Mm.
notable really good cards I pulled were this awesome Shevchenko holo one,
Mm.
this Sugar Sean O'Malley holo.
That's cool. That's cool.
And then I got a Path Blazers Chuck Liddell. Fucking sick.
I like that one. That one's pretty dope.
And then I got the UFC Hall of Fame Forrest Griffin one. That's very cool too. And a few,
Nice.
I have some other holos. I mean, I got a lot of cards here. Like there was
Mhm.
8 packs in that box. And I
Oh
don't
damn.
really, I'm not a guy when it comes to card collecting that like gets crazy, about like getting a pack every time I get paid or, like whenever I'm just in the mood, I have some extra money
Schoolboy.
and I'm shopping. What'd you say?
Like a schoolboy. You're like, oh,
Yeah.
I get to buy. I got my nothing a quarter.
Yeah.
I can go buy a pack of the
Yeah.
cards.
Like
Dude,
there are
I
people out
deal
there
with
probably
people like
cringing
that.
right now that I'm even holding those without gloves on, that I don't
Yeah,
have
right.
and
Just
like
friend. Yeah, do you gotta get some gloves? I deal with people with that on at Target with
I
Legos
need to get
and
sleeves.
cards,
I need to
dude.
get like a binder. That's what I need.
Fuck yeah,
But
yeah.
anyways,
No,
what were you
for real.
saying?
Oh, I was saying at Target, I deal with a lot of Lego obsessed people and the card people. They like legitimate like grown men will come in pretty much weekly and ask me where the cards are. Like, oh, do you have this in the back? Because you didn't put it. It says it's delivered, but you didn't put it out yet. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we got it. We had this one guy who went through like these Lego blind figures for like 30 minutes. He went through like 4 boxes. I just brought him out. He's like, I'm looking for a certain serial number. And I'm like, do you sell these? Or what do you do? He's like, no, I just collect them. He's like a short, bald guy. And I'm like, this guy collects Legos. He's looking at me like this guy collects Legos. But no, I really like cards and stuff. But I like weird cards. Like I have that whole box of Terminator 2 Judgment Day trading cards.
Remember
I like
I
an
have
entire box.
I have the Beavis and Butthead ones
Yeah, I like
and
there's X-File ones I think you might
I have
have
the
too.
X-File ones, yeah.
Yeah, I seen like not Ghostbusters, Goosebumps ones, and I want to get into those. Not like the rare shit, because that shit's all pricey and stuff. Especially with like Pokemon cards and stuff. Like prices of that is just not even fun to like get into. You know what I mean? Just doesn't appeal to me. But no, that's cool. That's good. That's not a bad impulse. But how much you spend on that UFC pack for all those cards?
$50.
For how many cards? How many packs?
Let's see. There's
How many
how
packs?
many?
Like 10 packs?
There's 8 packs and I think there's
Hmm,
like
it's not bad.
10 in there.
Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad.
8
Do you
8
think is there money in the UFC cards? Like, do you think you can
Oh
resell them?
yeah, they were telling me immediately. They're like, if you pull any of these Alex Pereira cards, the guy who just won 300, depending on the
Yeah,
type, because there could be like 100 different variations of it, you can get up to
right.
$500 in store credit.
No
So,
shit,
so
really?
if you think about that, say I got the $500 one, the most expensive one, I went there, I could get, well, a pack is 50, so I could just go get as many
Mhm.
packs as I want for $500 and fucking, I'd be sitting in
Yeah, no, that's not bad. I didn't know you can actually make money in the UFC
get 10
cards yet.
packs.
It's hard to tell,
Yeah. Oh, dude,
those
especially these signed ones.
the signed ones.
This lady
Yeah.
is not going to get me a lot of money. I'm just gonna say that right now.
No,
But
even look at
the
this.
fact that I
She's got
have
ripped arms, just like a
a
temp.
an authentic Chrome veteran autograph card with her
Mhm.
actual signature on there is pretty cool.
You should put your finger right on their face. Just ruin it.
Well,
Once it.
the signature came out of the pack kind of smeared already, so I'm hoping that doesn't ruin the value. It's just like they fucked up when they signed it, but whatever.
Mhm. I think that's like the lowest tier of gambling is people who pull cards hoping they get some rare. Like that's the most. Just go play blackjack, you fucking loser.
I'm
Like I
starting to
can't believe you did
realize
that.
dudes like that though, there are literally pages on Instagram going live, gonna be
Oh
they
yeah,
call it breaking, gonna be breaking
yeah,
packs.
yep,
And then
yep.
those guys are the scummiest. Cause it'll be like, what do you got? And they try to fuck you on everything. Whatever
Yeah,
they sell of theirs is high price. Whatever they want of yours, they lowball you. It's just like there's never a fair trade when you're a card collector. They screw
it's
you.
so it's so weird you mentioned card collecting because on my YouTube shorts, the algorithm just gives you random shit. There's this guy who like sells Pokemon cards, but I only get the videos where he's giving them away to kids and like to complete their collection or whatever. But someone in the comment is like, "Don't buy from this guy. This guy's scummy as shit because he's selling Pokemon cards." It's like,
Yeah.
yeah, it makes sense. Like he's just ripping people off. It's
I
kind of how it
just
is for a
I
lot of
just
things.
think well, yeah, I just think especially like I don't know what's up people's asses, but the card guys are really scummy. Like they're looking to get
I
their
know
fill. They
that's like
want they want
the
those fucking cards. It's almost a problem. Like,
dude, that's more degenerate than like betting your fucking kids' college savings on like
yeah.
roulette or something. It's
Yeah.
betting cards,
Like
dude. That's fucked up.
I never thought I would buy individual cards, but I saw this one. Dude, there
Mhm.
were other individual UFC cards, like a signed Peter Yan one They wanted $30
Mm.
for that. I decided to go with the $30 unsigned Mike Tyson mint one because I'm like, this is just sick. I don't even have a
Cooler.
boxing card. It's my only one. I'm like, this is just cool.
Yeah. Mike Tyson's way cooler than fucking Yan, dude.
Yeah. And
Wherever he
so,
said, whatever
yeah,
his
Peter
name was.
Yan. Yeah.
Peter Yan.
And
That
that
might
was
be worth
signed.
more money once he gets knocked out by Jake Paul or whoever he's fighting.
You know what would be ballers? If I could go to that fight, he knocks out Jake Paul and then he signs this.
That'd be pretty lucrative. I don't know. Wouldn't ask Mike Tyson for anything. I feel like
Did I lose you? Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think I lost Jackson, so we're having some technical difficulties, but that's okay. I'll take the podcast from here. What am I going to talk about? Fucking Minecraft in real life. Okay. So now that I own a home, one of the kind of things I'm looking forward to, but not really, is getting to kind of just do Minecraft in real life, right? Build, create, landscape. Landscape mainly is what I'm referring to when I say Minecraft in real life. What I mean by that is like, my property's in pretty decent shape. There's some things here or there that need to be cleaned up, fixed, what have you. But like lawn mowing, this weekend we're going to be cleaning up the brush. There's like old like bushes that were chopped down. I'm going to pull the stumps out. Like I'm just kind of looking forward to getting my yard in good shape. There's like edging pavers for the garden just all over, just in terrible spots and a pile by the garage. I'm just looking to kind of clean up my place. So I'm really looking forward to actually just getting my place all set up outside, maybe we got a fire ring. We're going to build a fire pit out there. Welcome back, Jackson. Sorry, some technical difficulties.
That's great because I ran out of things to say. I was like, where am I going to go with this? So thank God Discord's just like, hey, I'll throw you a bone here once in a while.
I was talking about Minecraft in real life and how now that I own a home, I can kind of do like landscaping and stuff. Did I lose you again? All right. Fuck this guy. No, I'm just kidding. Are you back? Are you back?
Am I here?
You keep cutting out. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we apologize for all the technical difficulties. Jackson's apparently having some internet connectivity issues of sorts. But Minecraft in real life. So some ideas I have, we got a fire ring. I'm probably just going to dig a pit. Maybe put some sand and gravel in there, some high heat stuff, so it kind of looks nice. I thought about getting like high heat bricks for the fire pit, but I didn't really want to get into all that and designing it. I just figured fucking dig a hole, put the ring there, put some sand and gravel, make it look nice so it's not just a dirt hole. And then maybe get some type of grate that can sit over the top of it in case we wanted to roast something. But another thing I got is my brother Joe, shout out Joe, who's been on the show before, bought me a really nice grill / smoker thing, like an old school barrel charcoal grill with like the little smokestack. So I'm really looking forward to putting that together, kind of just setting up my own little spot outside because I've never had that. And of course comes along the things that need to get like pulled out and taken away, right? Like we have fence posts in the ground that have been cut off because a tree fell on the fence at one point, so they just never pulled the posts out of the ground. I have a dead tree that's just like barely growing that just kind of seems like a waste of space. Gonna have to figure out how to get a stump out or have someone come over to take the stump out. So I'm gonna chop that down. Ideally, in a perfect world, if I had the money, I would love to do a privacy fence all the way around my perimeter, connecting to the garage and all the way around, just so my dog has a fenced-in yard. Right now, he's just kind of on a leash. But yeah, I'm just really looking forward to that, using my hands to do something outside and being like, damn, like, I live here, I did that. Welcome back.
Whoa, man, I'm really glad I didn't hear the things I was saying while I was cut out because, dude, those anti-Semitic laws, I would have been in jail. They would have thrown me away and fucking threw away the key, man. They would have locked me up. Threw me away.
I was just talking about how now that I have a home, it's awesome that I can like do my own landscaping, like Minecraft in real life. Like I'm going to be like building a fire pit out there soon. We've got a fire pit ring and putting some sand and gravel in there and just kind of like, we want to chop one of these old dying trees down. And we have a lot of ideas for a patio. It's just cool stuff like that I've never gotten to do that. Actually, tomorrow evening, my girlfriend and I'm going to mow the lawn and we're going to work on cleaning up like by the side of our garage, Jack. There's just brush and old fence. Somebody just threw a bunch of like old gardening pavers in there and we're just going to kind of like clean everything up,
Set it on fire. Clear it up real quick. Some brush.
Well, I also need to figure out like what happens because like the lady that owned the house before me or whoever did this, they put gardens in really odd spots. Like I get doing a garden up against your house, but why would you do it around the central air unit and like where the gas comes in? Like the utilities you sometimes have to access. There's fucking tulips and shit growing out of the ground.
Yeah, why is it
So,
not growing? There's gas blowing on it the whole time. Why are
so
these that's
yeah,
annoying.
because there's just a gas leak outside right into the
Yeah,
atmosphere.
what if Paul, unbeknownst to you, they salted the earth as they left? They fucking ruined it. What an
Um,
ass. Is that illegal to do, is salt the earth
so
before you
I
sell a
don't
house?
what comes I need to look into it. What comes along with tearing out a garden? Is it just as simple as me getting all the plants and stuff out, tearing it all out, and then just throwing grass seed over it and letting grass grow back? Do
Mm.
I till it? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm
Tell it.
yeah,
Forgotten the point. You're not
I,
gonna plant no I mean, I guess the shitty ones you don't wanna plant
not
anything.
I want plants and I want gardens, just not where they are currently.
Yeah.
Like it's just I have the arguably the only good tree I have in my yard is this tiny little spruce tree. You know, he's not that big. He's like
Mhm.
probably 1.5 meters tall. And he, for whatever reason, right in the front of the yard, there's just a strip of gardening. No edging around it. There's just
Mm.
plants planted there. And I'm like, why? It's annoying to
Yeah.
mow around. I'm
Yeah.
just gonna fucking mow right over it and just tear it all up
Yeah.
this weekend. Like,
Yeah, you
I
said,
guess
yeah. Get rid of all the
because I
plants,
just
fuck
feel
'em.
like, yeah, like the plants and stuff are nice. It's just like, why would you do that there? Like, I'm more of a few plants here and there, nice hedges type of guy. I want some nice
Yeah.
trimmed hedges along the walkway. Right now, we have these gross bushes on one side that don't even look nice. So, yeah. And we are back. Sorry about all the technical difficulties, folks. So yeah, I went on a little rant about landscaping. Let's change the subject. What are we talking?
99 episodes. 99, Paul, without a single fucking problem. I don't want to hear shit in the comments. Y'all keep your mouth shut. All right? Be good little fucking watchers, all right?
There's a
Yeah, you
couple
should be
times with
scared.
problems,
A
but
couple
it
times.
happens.
Once or
It
twice.
happens.
No, once or twice. You need to cut out some things.
How are
My
we gonna do the drinking episode for Gutterball 100?
Yeah, I wanted to chat about that a bit because
I'm just
obviously
gonna
the
drink
only
wine.
well, you're gonna drink a lot. You're gonna get red wine
Should I
drunk,
drink?
Paul. That's
Should
like
I
the
drink
meanest
that whole
drunk.
bottle of wine?
Well, yeah,
I'm just
well,
sitting there.
the
Fuck
only
you, Ricky. I'm just hammered. Yeah,
fuck
I'm
yeah.
just picking
You're
a
like red.
pint.
It's like South Park, red wine drunk. That's the worst. It's the meanest. You know, it's
Yeah,
like you get fucked up.
yeah,
Um, so the
that's
only
good.
experience with drinking episodes I've ever had is with PK, and those are the arguably best PK episodes. So are we gonna do it where like every certain amount of time someone has to take a
Well,
drink?
see, if it's gonna be a couple hours long, we're gonna have to expedite that process because PKA gets 4 hours and Kyle will do like an entire handle of vodka somehow.
And
Um,
Tito's, yeah, I'm not drinking. We have to work in the morning. Most of us have to work in the
yeah, I have to
morning.
work
So, yeah,
the next day. Yeah.
that's why I like when Taylor's like, he's like, I don't think you understand what happens off show. He says, I'm drunk. It is 1 a.m. and I have to work at 8 a.m. and I am drunk on a Thursday afternoon. So that's how we're gonna be. So I was like, are we gonna do it where I'm gonna call everyone has to drink. It's been 15 minutes or something like that. Or I've always thought it was funny, Paul, to do like I kind of already compiled a small list of things we do that you do too, where it's like Paul does X, Y, and Z, time to drink. Jack does X, Y, and Z, time. Maybe you can think of some for me within this week if you want to do something like that, because PKA did that.
Every time
Like,
you move your hair.
yeah, drink every time Paul says something retarded, drink, you know, we'll
Every
do
time
it
I
like
say
that. Yeah, let me tell you, every time Paul recognizes, and I'm saying a lot, we drink, you know. I think it'd be funny to do something like that. But there's a lot of ways we can do it, but I think at the end of the day, I don't know. I think I'll just get some beers, I guess some Smirnoff Ices or something and drink. I don't know if I'm gonna do shots or anything
You
like
don't have to
that,
go
but
crazy, and I'm not
no.
expecting our guests to go crazy either for the drinking episode. You know, I think we're just gonna end up having Ricky and Jack, Caleb canceled, and
And
Travis
Carter.
did, and
Okay.
Carter. Okay,
Yeah, yeah. So
so I
three
think
guests with us. It'll be fun.
no, it'll just be two guests,
Ricky and who?
Jack.
And Carter.
Oh, Carter is coming.
Yeah, Carter is coming. Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
you said
He's
he
good.
canceled.
Yeah. Oh, no. Sorry. I just said he is coming. Yeah,
Does
yeah.
he
So
know
we
the
have three
assignment
guests.
that he needs something to drink?
Yeah, I told him that. Yeah, yeah. He's got it. He's got
Okay,
it.
it'll be good to
He's got
talk
it.
to Carter.
Man's an alcoholic. I'm just kidding. He's not. He's not an alcoholic. He's totally not. But no,
Whoa, completely. Yeah.
what were your thoughts on it? Do you have any like game plans or anything?
Not really, man. I've been so busy lately. I really wanted to do something special for it, like get a game started or design something for the show, but I haven't had time and I don't think I will, so I'm not really like promising anything special, but
Maybe you'll have to look at like some shitty like drinking game that you can play like verbally. I don't know, like something like that, or like some dumb icebreaker shit we can do.
yeah,
I'll
yeah,
look
like
into that.
maybe there is some type of like game browser game even or something we can play that's just like a drinking game. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. No, there's a lot of things we could do. I definitely will compile a list of things that we do subtly, and I'll be like, oh, they did that. We got a drink, and maybe you compile some for like
When
Ricky and
Paul
them or
rubs his head
something.
like Shane.
Yeah, fucking like Shane. Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Best character in the whole show. He was the only one that knew.
Yeah.
Killed him off. The show went downhill from there. It was awful.
After fucking John Bernthal died, you stopped watching The Walking Dead. Dude,
Yeah, it
there's
was
like 20 more seasons. I don't want to hear it. After season 2,
who
you're
gives a
done.
fuck?
Yeah.
Man, I've been seeing some weird shit in the new Walking Dead seasons. I don't even know what's going on in that
Dude,
show
I
anymore.
don't. Is it even still going? They have so many different branch off shows now too, like
Yeah,
the
I didn't know
Fear the
about that.
Walking Dead and then like the Survivors or something. And I don't know.
Ugh, yeah, I saw like a clip where like they're wearing like stormtrooper outfits and they were like walking. First of all, dude, oh my god, if you get bit in that universe, you are retarded and you deserve to die. Like, how do you get bit? Like, I just don't get it, man.
Oh,
It doesn't make
great. We're
any sense
seven.
to
I
me.
don't know how many seasons are on. Oh, we're 17 seasons in, and we still have a main character tripping on a wire or something. Ah, go without me.
Oh,
Ah,
yeah,
they all just that always
dude,
happens. They trip. The suspense.
literally,
The zombies are
what I'm
moving like
wearing
this
right
fast.
now, if I put on like 4 more layers, and mind you, you are in the Georgia heat, so you're fucked. But there's no zombie biting through my arm if I have 4 layers of clothing on. What do you just wear a winter jacket? I have a winter coat over there right now. I'd never get bit. I wouldn't get bit once. You can't bite through that fucking thing.
And aren't they like
Ridiculous.
rotting? So like their teeth, their
Yeah.
jaw strength can't be like the strongest.
No, there's no way it'd fucking work. Dude, it's just ridiculous. The whole show is retarded and I don't like it at all. After Negan and all that, I just stopped watching. They made Negan a good guy and whatever. You know what zombies are scary though, Paul? You ever seen 28 Days Later? Those are the real zombies right there.
Yeah, if they're fat, remember what our brother Joe always said? If they're fast, we're done.
Yeah, we're done. Well, they're smart. They can
That's it.
open. Well, in 28 Days Later, they have like leaders and they can open doors and type shit, and like they know how to like, strategically come around and fuck you up. Yeah, they're fast, dude. It's literally over with, dude. Like
Yeah.
there's no way you survive it. Like Zombieland zombies, like you're fucked, dude. Like the walkers, this is lame as
Girl.
hell.
Yeah, the walkers.
Girl,
Girl.
girl.
I'm gonna
Nobody
fucking.
has
I killed your mom. I don't know.
12 seasons, nobody has a spear. What about a 12-foot spear, like a big knife on a pole? You're good to go, bro. You're done. Like you won the zombie apocalypse.
I honestly
Um,
think like a spear and a shield or a spear and a handgun is probably the way to go.
yeah, spear and a shield. Yeah, I mean, because you got to remember, probably ammunition is scarce, but the crossbow is the goat. That's the goat. The best season though,
The
Paul, is when they go
crossbow
to
is the
Terminus.
worst thing you could use in a zombie
A
apocalypse.
bow. You think so? You can pick up the bows or the
Arrows?
I
I
guess the bolts.
suppose, like, yeah, but fuck Norman Reedus. I don't like the crossbow.
Just fuck
Get it
Norman.
the fuck
You
out.
don't have any
Get
argument
the fuck
except for
out of
fuck that guy.
Get it the fuck out of here. I don't want to see him with
Get
his
it
stupid
out.
crossbow. He's all this is his face. The whole show. It's always oh my
That's
brother
real.
Merle. He's
Merle,
always
hey.
pouty. He's always a little fucking whiny baby. And he's got it hung over his back like this. He's always like, me and Rick got
Oh,
a
yeah.
problem. Yeah, like he's always just fucking ahead.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck
Fucking,
Daryl.
Merle was a goat. I always come back to that quote where he's like, "Go ahead, I ain't gonna beg," and he cuts his hat off. The governor or whatever. The governor and Terminus. Those are like the 2 peak seasons of like fucked up shit.
Yeah.
The Terminus is fucked up, dude. You
Yeah,
can't even
it
argue.
is. They're hitting him
Dark.
with a bat and cutting their throat in the trough.
Yeah, right. Or like
Brutal.
they're in the train car and they're like gonna open it, but they flashbang him first. So that
Yeah,
all the
they
stories-
knew. Yeah.
that's metal, dude. Like that's so hardcore. Man, The Walking Dead has so many offsets. Like you played the Telltale Walking Dead. I don't
The
know if
first
any of
one,
the
yeah.
listeners had played the
The one
first
with
season.
Clementine. Yeah.
Yeah, the second season has her in it too, and I think they did a third one. I never played the third. I played the first 2. Really, really good. I think that's the best. If they did a TV adaptation of that, it's like, why not? You got a black, little girl character and a black male.
And
There
honestly,
you go, man. It's got everything.
don't even live action it. Do it in that art style. I am fine with that.
Oh, I would live action it though, because we could just play the game, right? If you did it in
Yeah,
that
I
art
suppose.
style, we just
Yeah,
play the
okay.
game.
I
Yeah,
get it.
yeah, okay. Yeah, no, they could really go just make it exactly like the game, and you'd be good to go, man. Love that.
Yeah.
That's great. Well, if we're on movies and stuff, we might as well do some movie talk while we're
Yeah,
in the
yeah, what do you
sphere
got?
here. Um, I haven't been really watching much. I watched some nostalgic movies. I went ahead and watched Secondhand Lions, Robert Duvall, Michael Caine, um, and Harriet Joel Harriet Bosman. I don't know his fucking kid's name. The little kid's name. Movie still holds up pretty good. I just like Robert Duvall and Michael Caine. I didn't realize how much I
It's
liked
a
them
good
in that,
movie.
but that movie's really, really good. So go check that one out. You know, it's a classic family movie. It's nothing much more to say about it except it's the goat. And then I've been so heavy into Wallace and Gromit. It's like obsessive at this point. You know, you're like saying I want to buy like useless shit. I'm not gonna
Yeah.
buy it, but I've been looking at some like Wallace and Gromit like figures and stuff, and I'm like, this is pretty cool. Like old ones, you
Yeah.
know? Because I've
That's
been
cool.
heavy into that. Claymation, man, just has me. Like I think I
It's
mentioned in the
such a
past, but I love
difficult art.
claymation.
It's not easy.
Yeah,
It takes fucking
you don't
forever.
see it. Well, more recently they're doing a Wallace and Gromit escape room, and I would love to do that. You know, one of those rooms they throw you in and they're like, go escape it,
Yeah.
but it's Wallace and Gromit's house.
That's
And
cool.
I'm just like, man, I want to do that because it's so weird. You go to the website and they're like completable with 2 to 16 players. And I'm like, 16 players? How big is this fucking
Mhm.
thing? And then they
Yeah.
filmed it, like did a walkthrough. It was fucking huge, bro. So I was like, damn, that's it's still bumping, dude. Wallace and Gromit's still out there slaying, man.
You know, I always wondered that in the cities, like just when I lived down there for the 3 years, I'd always see escape room signs like, oh, go here, do an escape
Mhm.
room. And I'm like, how are there so many of these? How do you guys stay in business? Because I'm never just
Yeah.
sitting on the couch like or like I get home from work Friday. Oh boy, sure glad it's the weekend. You want to go escape from some fucking musty room down the road? You know, like who
Yeah.
goes and
Yeah,
does
why'd you want to
that?
do that?
Like it's not, I don't know. It's not
Yeah,
really my
it's like
thing.
I can't get into the horror ones where there's supposed to be a horror character chasing you because if a guy with a chainsaw that doesn't have a blade on it's running after me, I'm gonna tell him to go fuck his mother, you know? What's he gonna do? You know, I wouldn't get into the role, but if
Yeah.
you tell me to, you know, find puzzles and shit, I'm just gonna start breaking stuff. It's like
You
that It's
ever
Always Sunny episode, just fucking and
you
ruining it.
ever been to the haunted hayride in Pine Haven
Yeah, I've
that
definitely
they
been to
do in the
that, but
cities?
not Pine Haven. Maybe it's not Pine. No, not in cities. No, no, no. I'm thinking of the
It's
one,
like one of the
Bluff
best
Box one or
ones in
something.
Minnesota. It's like outside the
Okay.
cities. It's like 40. It's like
Mhm.
closer. Oh, I think it's almost it's a little bit past Hinkley, I think. I think it's called Pine
Yeah.
Haven. And dude, you have to park so far away. That's how busy it is. And then you have to get on like a tractor trailer and they drive you to
Oh, damn.
where you start the hayride, where you have to wait an even
Stinks.
longer line. Dude,
Mhm.
that haunted house, like outside, they don't that one's pretty scary. Because at the end,
Mhm.
they change it up every year, but at the end, the year I went, you have to actually go through a hay maze, and there's a dude with a burlap sack on and a chainsaw running with no chain on it,
Resident Evil.
going crazy, dude. He's running after you.
Mhm.
He's chasing everybody through it. It's pretty fun.
Yeah, see, it's weird for me. It's like I can't get into that character because now that I'm adult, I'm like, these people can't touch me, and if they did, I'm gonna smack them in the mouth, you know? And I'm like,
At
these people
Pine
are
Haven,
theater
you have to
majors.
sign it because they can touch you. Because
They
when you're on
can.
the
Mm.
when you're on the little like horse carriage, they'll jump out the trees and shit onto the carriage, like scary people, and like grab
Yeah,
you
I
and
don't
shake
like
you and
that.
jump
I don't
off.
want no one touching me. Like you can jump and scare me in my face, but don't touch me, man. I don't want no dirty ass theater kid touching me. That's what they all are at the end of the
Yeah,
day. They're dirty theater kids, you know?
yeah,
That's like the lowest of the low actors. You think other actors make fun of people that work in haunted houses? I bet they do. I would.
probably, yeah. Working in
You
the
look
haunted
like
ship.
You look like what's his name in fucking American History X when you do that. What's that? Whatever his name is. That
Or do
one
I
actor.
look like Private Pile when he's finally lost it?
Oh yeah,
Full Metal
you do
Jacket.
look like that. If you shaved your beard, yeah, and gain like 100 pounds. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Vince D'Onofrio was kind of big there. He's a little hefty.
yeah. He didn't want to. He was
What
like,
is
"Damn,
that?
I
What in the
added. He
hell is
gained 80
that?
pounds.
Yeah.
What is that private file?" And it's a jelly donut. That's so good. And I love how like the Lee, I think his like name is Lee Emmerich, wasn't supposed to be the drill sergeant until he made a demo tape and sent it to Stanley Kubrick. It's like, I can do this, man. It's like that's so weird. It's like one of the few movies where you can stop watching it an hour into it. Once they leave the
Yeah,
boot
that's
camp,
all I
it's
watch.
awful.
That's
It's
all I
dude,
watch.
I honestly thought it was a joke.
Who
Like I was like,
watches
"Oh
the
right,
second
it's
half?
bad." It's bad. The only good thing is that one quote, which is like, "Me so horny, me love you a long time." You got the
Yeah.
Vietnamese hooker.
That's like
Like that's funny.
immediately after. That's like when it
Yeah,
cuts,
pretty
right?
much. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, right? And then the rest of the movie is just so fucking bad. It's not even like a joke. Can't believe that they did that. Movie holds up.
Yeah. Yeah, the movie holds up. The second half, I'm not gonna lie to you, Jack. I've never watched the second half. Mainly because
Good. Don't.
everybody told me
You really
that when
don't
I
need
was
to.
watching it, was
I
like,
never
we're just
finished
gonna
it.
watch the first half. And so I'm like, why? And they're like, you'll see. And I'm like, okay. And then they just shut it off after that.
I never finished it. I legitimately haven't seen the ending of that movie. I have no idea what happens. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Hey, can we
it's a
talk
little
about? Oh wait, we're already on movies and TV. Let's just continue
yeah.
here. Did you have anything else you want to talk about other than like Wallace and
No, it was just
Gromit
pretty
and
much
Second Alliance?
those two, just nostalgic shit. Yeah, yeah. What
Yeah.
have you been watching, Paul? What have you
So I
been?
just bought Netflix for the first time in a long while. I usually don't do streaming services, but lately I've just been like, I just want stuff in 4K that works. So I bought the biggest package, like the $22 a month, 4K, high HD, no ads. And then I get on Netflix, I'm like, there's nothing to fucking watch on here. So I
Yeah.
don't know what I was thinking, but whatever. I paid for it. And really, I'm just hoping that I either get the Jake Paul Tyson fight at a discount, or if it's like just included with the Netflix subscription.
It's
Because
included.
okay, perfect.
Really
Because
good. Yeah.
that's in like a couple months. I'll probably use it for that, and then I'll probably cancel it. Who knows? But
Mhm.
I don't know. We wanted something quick to watch. You know how like you'll get on a streaming site and you could almost spend as much time as you would be watching a movie or show looking for something to
Scrolling.
watch,
Yep.
right? So I just clicked on. I like to just go to like top 10 today. That's easy. Top 10
Okay.
movies today. I want to watch a movie. What's popular today? Of course, number one, Shrek. And I'm like, I've seen Shrek 100 times. But then I see Unfrosted, and it's a Jerry Seinfeld directed, produced movie. Apparently, it's getting pretty bad reviews. It was okay. Like, it was just a regular comedy. I couldn't tell if it was trying to be based on a true story or fake. Pretty sure mainly fake. The funniest part about the whole movie, spoiler alert, whatever, is the Chef Boyardee guy and the German guy combine their two, like their pastry and the German guy's sea monkeys, and they accidentally make like a sentient ravioli that's got like
No,
little eyes,
that's
and
not
it
real.
like
Yeah.
it's living in a tank and it's like crawling around, it's living in the walls and stuff, and it's got a little face. And I don't know why, I just think it's so funny,
Yeah.
but
So
it's so
anyway,
gross.
they made a sentient ravioli, but I wasn't sure if it was based off a true story or not. I'm still wondering on
I
that
know
one.
that that part's a joke, based off. Like they always change things
Yeah.
and sometimes do
Based
kooky
on, yeah.
things. Um, Jerry Seinfeld wasn't that great in it. He was okay. I'd give it like a
Amy
solid
Schumer,
7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. That's high for what I've seen for it. I love Seinfeld. Seinfeld, the TV show. Like I go back to that. Like I watch it like once a month. I love that show. But Jerry Seinfeld, I hate that man. He's unfunny. His stand up is fucking disgustingly bad. It's like insultingly awful. His stand up. You ever
Yeah.
seen a Jerry Seinfeld stand up bit? It's terrible. It's weird. It's weird how he's like that. He's not even a good actor either. Because that's the joke in Seinfeld is that Jerry's a shit actor, and he is.
Yeah.
But the show is
I think his
hilarious. I don't
stand-up's
know.
okay,
Yeah, because you like,
but I don't really
well,
like
you're also
stand-up.
you don't watch stand up. Yeah, exactly. So you like shit stand up. You
Yeah.
garble down any garbage someone gives you.
There's
It's
no
designed.
grapes,
You
there's
don't
no
want to listen.
nuts. What's the deal? Yeah.
Yeah, what's the deal? Yeah, and he says some really cringy thing where he's like, I don't know. He's saying something in the likeness of you couldn't do Seinfeld today in today's climate, and he's like, I shouldn't have done some of those jokes in Seinfeld, and it's like, man, you're just based in cringe, dude. It's like there wasn't really anything
I think
bad in
he's right
Seinfeld.
about the climate. You definitely couldn't do it, but I think he's pandering to the being woke in
Masses.
mainstream. I
Yeah,
think he really doesn't give a shit about what he said then.
no.
And there's
He
he
definitely
does.
he definitely does. It seems like he doesn't give a shit at all. Same with Larry David. Larry David though is the one that's like legitimately he is really real life Seinfeld because most of the shit in Seinfeld is what
It's all him.
Larry David did.
Yeah.
Yeah, like when he choked Elmo, he didn't give a fuck, dude. He came in there and choked that motherfucker, little puppet, the little goddamn like measle puppet.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like Larry David more honestly. If he made a movie, I'd be more inclined to watch it. But yeah, I saw that Amy Schumer was in it, so I'm like, I'm not gonna watch it for sure. I
Yeah.
don't like her. I don't like her at all. I really, really dislike her. Just ugh,
Yeah. I don't like her either. She's not likable, man. She's just not likable.
good person. No,
But
she's really
I
unlikable.
watched
We'll
that,
look up
so
the
it was. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, if you really don't like her, look up the compilation of her stealing jokes. It's like an hour
Oh,
long.
I
It's
know.
nothing
Yeah,
but
she's
jokes.
known
Yeah,
for just stealing jokes for sure.
yeah.
Um, so that was yesterday when I watched it and got Netflix. Yesterday was my birthday. I turned 26 years old, and we'll kind of I'll go into some topics regarding around that after movies and TV. But another thing I watched yesterday, we basically just have the ending left, but I've seen it before, is Madagascar 2, Escape to Africa. So Not as good as the first one. Everybody knows that that's seen it, but come on, man. The Madagascar movies are pretty funny. I like them for kids' movies. I think they're pretty spicy. Honestly, my favorite character is Melman, the giraffe. He's so spicy, dude.
Yeah, looking back on it, I haven't watched him recently, but I just like the lineup. I think that's David Schwimmer that plays Melvin, and then you got Chris Rock, and then
Yeah.
Steve
Ben
Carell,
Stiller.
maybe? Ben
Ben
Stiller? No, it's not. It's Ben Stiller. That's who I'm thinking of.
Ben
Who plays
Stiller's the
the
one.
hippo? It's that one famous girl. Like I
I
don't
don't
know
remember
her
who it
name.
is, but that's one of the
She
best
looks like a
scenes
hippo.
is yeah, she they're in Africa, and so she finds Moto, who's like the biggest hippo, and he's like, "Damn, you chunky
Mhm.
girl, you thick, like you huge," and he's just got like one unibrow. Moto comes up out of the water, and he's just like jacked and massive and fat. It's so gross.
Ridiculous. That is fucking
I
gross.
think
I'm not at that
Moto
age
likes
where you
you.
watch 'em. I don't know. I feel like, see, it's cool when you're watching with your girlfriend. I'm watching it alone on my TV. I'm like a fucking
What's wrong with
loser. I
that?
can't do that. I'm not at the
Do you like
That's
Mort?
the problem, Paul. That is the problem. I'm not watching no Madagascar by myself. I ain't watching
Do
that.
you like
What?
Mort?
Who the fuck is that?
Is that
Oh,
little
the
flying
little
squirrel
weasel?
guy?
Little
That little
fucker. I've
yeah,
always just wanna, like, just grab his head and just
the one
push
that's
in.
like
You know how easy
tiny.
it would be just to push in on his fucking
You
head,
know what's
little
funny is those
fucker.
people that make like realistic biologies of animated people. Let's find Mort where they have like a skeletal thing
Or
with all his
yeah, they cut him
organs.
in half and they show you the inside. Ugh.
Yeah,
I like the penguins. The penguins are real, dude. They hold it down.
yeah, they're
Kowalski
funny.
or whatever. They have
Rico
like that. They have
Kowalski and whatever the other ones' names are.
yeah, retard, I think was his name, maybe.
God, dude, that's
Is what they
horrible.
call him. That's not horrible,
The
dude.
penguins are holding it down.
Yeah,
But no, I like Mort. I like King Julian. It's just a fun
it's cool.
kids movie. They're good. They're good. But yeah, regarding my birthday, so 26, another lap around the sun, another year closer to death. What I want to talk about is just kind of how I've noticed the last few years, for whatever reason, on my birthday or around my birthday, especially today and like a few days before it, and even on my birthday, I'm just kind of depressed. And I don't know what it is. And it's definitely not like, oh, I want all the attention. It's my birthday. It's just kind of like, damn, I don't like that I'm 26. And maybe that's just like what some people have in the back of their mind. It's just like, oh, I'm old, I'm getting old, whatever. But there's something related to that. And I don't know what it is of why I kind of get depressed around my birthday and on my birthday. I don't know what it is. I just kind of feeling down mentally. Today hasn't been very great. I'm hoping tomorrow's a better day. It should be. It's a new day. But I just
Well,
I was just thinking about time as you age and reflection on things and all the things I wish I would have done differently, but all the things I know I did great and things I would never change. And it's just kind of weird. I feel like I'm just getting caught up in my own head.
if you talk to the Star Girls, they'll tell you that it's because like you went around the Earth like
Star
one time
Girls.
and like yeah, the Star Girls, they think that like it's like Saturn's return or some shit where like you naturally get sad because like the astrology and a bunch of nonsense. I don't take stock in that. I honestly, because my birthday was literally a couple weeks ago. It was April 20th or April 21st. I like to tell people it's April 20th because 420 is a cooler birthday and it's Hitler's birthday. I'm like, kill two birds with one stone.
That's
It's pretty
horrible. But
pretty
yeah, all
gnarly.
right.
Or I could be 421 and it's the anniversary of Columbine. Which one do you want, Paul? Pick one. Either one.
Was it on 421? I thought Columbine was on 420.
Well, it's even cooler if I say it's on 420. It's Hitler's birthday, 420, and Columbine. That's a triple threat right
You're
there.
gonna burn,
Um,
son.
You get a burn. Yeah, no, that's fucked up. No, I didn't really get depressed. I just kind of forgot about it honestly, because we grew up in a household that didn't have fun. We didn't have fun. We weren't allowed to have fun
You
growing
didn't
up.
celebrate.
We didn't celebrate. No, we didn't do that shit. And it's like, I don't care. It doesn't matter. I didn't really get anything or like do anything. I was like, whatever. But then it's like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Maybe you got that point where you're just like, shit, bro. You take stock kind of in like everything because you're like, you're 1 year older. And it's like, man, you only really notice your birthday coming up like a month before it. And the other 11 months, it's fine. It's all dandy. But then once that 1 month to your birthday
Let me
hits,
tell you this: as you get older and older, you get closer and closer, forgetting it's coming around the corner. I forgot it was my birthday until like 2 days before it, and she was
oh, yeah.
like, "What do you want for your birthday?" And I'm like, "Oh God, really? It's my birthday, you know?"
Yeah, I will say it once, I'll say it again. Grown people who celebrate their birthdays past the age of 25, you need to set that shit down. Looking at you, a former guest. I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
I'm being a fucking asshole.
but
No, you can
what do you
celebrate
mean?
every 10 after that. If
Yeah,
it's
but
30, celebrate your birthday,
what do you mean by celebrate? Is it celebrating, having a
birthday
nice
party,
dinner? No, I don't do
birthday party.
parties. No.
Yeah, you can't do a birthday party. That's what I mean. You can go have a drink, go get a nice meal, but you don't have a birthday party with presents. God forbid anyone brings you a present. You are 30 years old. You don't get
My
presents
girlfriend got me
anymore.
presents.
Well, I mean, how old are you?
26.
Oh, you gotta knock that shit off, Paul. You're getting
She bought,
next birthday.
dude.
No, I'm
She
just
got
kidding.
me
No, that's
some.
fine. I made
She
fun of
got me
you.
some really nice clothes. She
Not
got me.
everyone can have a significant other, Paul, that cares about them. I'm
Yeah,
being real. I hold it down.
she got me nice new boxing wraps. She got me like 3 or 4 really nice Nike Under Armour like cutoffs, a few pairs of shorts, a nice new pair of sweatpants, whole new bundle of socks. She spent like quite a bit of money. She got a lot of nice. It's like nice
Yeah.
name brand stuff, you know.
I'll message her and tell her no more presents till you're 30, and then next time 40, and then next time 50, then you can get presents. But no, that's great. You know, honestly, like, remember as a kid growing up, you're like, ah, shit, I don't want
want clothes, but now I want
Now I want
clothes.
clothes, bro.
Give
Me
me
too.
clothes, please.
That's what
I hate shopping for clothes.
Yeah, see, I'm weird like that. I think it's like the fag in me where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go shopping for clothes. I be thrifting like a motherfucker out here. I don't really be buying a lot, but like if I can get a decent pair of pants for like
Yeah.
$4, bro, I'm sold. Like
What I've been trying to do is there's a term for it, I heard, but there's a term for when people go and buy cheap clothing. There's a specific term. So it's like, oh, like you're in the Walmart or you're in the Target and you buy that thing off the rack that you really like. When really lately I've been trying to be in the mindset of like, oh, I really like that cheap button up, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm not going to buy it. I'm going to buy a really nice name brand button up for double the price because I know it will last twice as long. Whereas I know if I buy that button up from Walmart, and I'm going to wash it 6 times and it's going to shrivel at the bottom and get a crease and a thread's going to come out or a button's going to come off. And so I've been kind of in the mindset lately of like, I hate buying name brand shit because I've always been like, oh, get the generic. It works just as good. But when it comes to clothes, man, like say what you want about Nike. Nike makes nice quality shirts that last fucking way longer than that shitty and one dry fit shirt I got from Walmart to work out in. You know what I'm saying?
What are you, a character in The Wire or something? You gotta buy Nike. Those Ethiopians got good small fingers, like small threads. They're
But what
really
I'm saying is just like Nike's an example, but like even Under Armour, just name brand stuff, you know, there is a point where it's like, damn, I really want a nice button up, but maybe it's best reserved instead of Goodfellow from Target that I get like a nice like Calvin Klein button up. You know what I'm saying? Because
I just picture Paul like a Wired character. He's wearing Echo clothing and had one. He's like, "What up, players?" He's got New Balances on. I just fucking can't. That's funny as shit. No, you can't buy. See, I have a rule, and I've been blessed because I bought so many clothes in high school. I threw all my money away that they all fit me now. So I had so much clothes. I haven't bought clothes in a while that I'll just wear like old hypey shit, kind of hypey shit, but more underground shit. But I have a rule. I'll never buy clothes the same place I can buy food. That's a golden rule for me. If there's food
That's a good
within
idea.
20, within 100 feet of me, I ain't buying that clothes.
So you don't go to the mall?
Bro, shut up, all right? Keep your fat trap shut, okay?
You shut the fuck up! Yeah, you just get so
Shut
pissed.
the fuck up. Yeah, the food that I buy the sombreros right outside. Yeah, fuck off, all right? But no, I've been blessed with so many old clothes, dude. Because, dude, I used to not be able to fit my mediums, but now I could kind of fit my mediums, bro. Oh, actually, these shorts I'm wearing, these G59 shorts, dude, a year ago, there's no way I could fit in them. Now, bro, they're like fucking perfect size, bro. They're sick. I love these shorts. They got like an all over print. They got like Jesus on it, crucified and shit. It's a great 5.9. By the way, it's 5.9 day, Paul. G59 day. Pretty neat. Pretty cool. You know,
Yeah,
but yeah. No, I love thrifting and all that. Getting clothes, buying stuff. I love that. It's my jam. It's my wheelhouse lately.
I liked thrifting when I was in the cities. I haven't done it since I got up here. For me, it's a very once in a while thing, which I wish wasn't the case. Because I knew if I went consistently, I'd find some good stuff. But since I just go every once in a while, every once in a while, I'll find a gem, something, a trinket, clothing item, whatever it may be. But lately, it's just like I'm looking for CRTs. I'm looking for unique CRTs or something, kind of like the ones behind me. Like I'm just looking for like in good shape CRTs.
With sombreros too. I like it. Brings character to it. Like you could talk to that guy, but he's got some things to say. What's up? You got to put on some. You haven't been putting on any games in the background. You've been lacking on the games. You got two games.
None of that stuff's hooked up. I just don't want to. Now that it's like I don't want to run it. Like I just don't want the stuff to be run.
Now that it's my power and I had to pay, I don't want to run.
It was I had to pay for the power at the old place too. But like it's just that I don't know. I just don't feel like wiring it all up and the humming and I just think they
You
look
don't
nice the way
realize
they
how
are.
bad the humming is. They do look nice the way they are. I really
Yeah.
like them. We gotta like, that's what we should do if I come over. We gotta bust out some. You got a 360. You gotta bust out some Halo or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I've been playing Fallout 3. I started a playthrough and realized
Oh
how
yeah.
hard it is on a 360 controller and how old that game is. It's pretty tough.
How do you even, dude? Is it crashing 24/7? How do you play it?
It's running
It's
fine.
notorious for crashing. Bro, wait till you get farther into the game. There's like parts where like you go to Washington and it's just done, dude. Like I soft locked the game and I never like
Is that where this
finished
one
it
takes
years
place? Is
later.
Washington, DC?
Yeah, the Washington Monument and all that. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. You
okay.
go
I don't.
steal the Declaration of
It's been
Independence.
so long. Like I haven't played
Yeah.
Fallout 3 since I played it on 360, but I think I haven't last played it at all. And I don't know if I even played it through all the way. Was when I first built like my PC, like my old PC a long time ago. And
Mhm.
that's why I was like, why am I playing this on the 360? And I'm like, you know what? Because I
Yeah.
fucking can, and it's cool, and it's retro, and it's vanilla, and right now. I just got out of the vault. I'm exploring the elementary school, and I'm gonna go to
Oh,
Megaton.
yeah, okay, never mind. I'll check back in 2 weeks, Paul. You're gonna be like, it's unplayable. Like, it's not even a joke. It's gonna crash so much. You're gonna be like, it's unplayable. Like, there's parts of the game where it's done. No, I
I
really
hope
love
not.
the
I had
atmosphere of
about
that
10
game.
updates before I could play it.
Yeah, there's no way you're gonna finish the game without it crashing 100 times. That's why I had to stop playing it. I had to be like, I gotta swap to PC because I'll never finish this game. I only beat that game like twice. I played Fallout New Vegas like a dozen times, but I really do want to do a Fallout 3 playthrough again because I generally do
Just
like
get
that one.
the next. Just you can do Nexus Mod Manager, but the only
Oh, I
thing you
have
get
it.
is the one that just fixes all the bugs and crashes. Like you
Yeah,
just get that one overhaul,
that's what
whatever they call it.
um I bit the bullet a couple days ago and I bought the Game of the Year edition of Fallout 4 for $6. I'm like,
Oh,
I'll run
nice.
that back, but I'm also like split. I just kind of want to play New Vegas again, even though I played it so much. I
It's
just
so
love
good.
it's just so awesome. I just want to play the DLCs. Every time I play it, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go do Dead Money, right? The one that's like cut your eyes out. You hate it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go play Dead Money, and it's like I start it, and I'm like, oh, dude, it's just, oh, I
it's
hate
so
it so
terrible.
much. It's so fucking bad.
Um,
It's like bad good. It's weird.
with New Vegas, the reason why I liked it the most is because it's like the only one where you don't start coming out of a vault. It's the only
Yeah,
one where vaults are barely mentioned in it. I mean, there are vaults if you get farther in the game and actually like do your shit. There are vaults you can go in them. They exist. They talk
yeah,
about them, but I just feel like maybe that's why part of the reason why I like New Vegas the most is it's like a true wasteland story, not just some stupid prick that's been living underground. That's like I'm gonna go out into the wasteland. I don't know if that really
yeah.
matters or why I care about it, but it's just
No.
like I like the story more of New Vegas, where it's like, damn, you were just a guy that delivers shit. You got shot in the head because of something you were carrying, and now you're like, fuck that guy. I need to figure out what I was carrying and figure out what the hell went wrong.
Yeah, it's like that one meme post where it's like, I got to get out of this vault and search for my father and make sure he's safe. And then Fallout 4 is like, I got to go and find my wife and baby and make sure they're safe. Fallout New Vegas, I'm the motherfucking mailman. I'm going to start killing motherfuckers. That's all you do. Like, you have no driving force other than to kill Benny. Like, that's the whole point. When you wake up, you're like, all right, go kill this dude because he shot
Yeah.
you in the head, And I love that. Yeah, that game
Speaking
just
of New
best.
Vegas, though, I didn't know until recently how much content they had cut from it because of the timeline they
Yeah.
were given. Didn't they do
Yep.
it in like a year? And it was all Fallout 3
Mhm.
assets for the most part. They use like almost
Yeah.
everything from Fallout 3. Obviously, they have some of their own things,
Well,
map design, whatever. But the Raiders were supposed to be like way more fleshed out. Like all the
yeah.
different clans, like the Great
Team,
Khans and all these other
the
ones, like they were
Vipers.
all supposed to have storylines. Yeah. And they just never got around to those. Those were cut because they didn't have time. And I'm like, damn, that would have been really cool to see. And that's why I always wondered, didn't you ever think the Great Khans area in the canyon was just kind of like underwhelming and you never did a lot with them? And
Yeah.
you're just like, this is weird.
First of all, fuck the Great Khans. I always massacre them because they deserve it. They're pieces of shit. Those dirty chem addicts. But yeah, no, there was supposed to be a lot more content. The big thing that they cut that really like affected the whole game was there's supposed to be three main characters. There's supposed to be either you can choose from a human, a ghoul, or a
Oh,
super mutant. Those are supposed to be the
that
three
would have been
playable characters you can
sick.
choose from, and each one would change. But of course, they didn't have time. They didn't even have the technology to do it. Honestly, that's such a
Yeah.
big thing to do. I mean, Oblivion, I guess, kind of did that but it wasn't like a different playthrough. But that stuff, from what I heard, really was like raw dogging them the whole time, like riding their asses, like you got to get this shit done. They're like, no, we need more time. They're like, you got to put it out. It's like, man, if you just took another year and like put it out, it came out in
The
2010 or
fact that they
something.
did that in a year,
It's crazy. Yeah, what's
pretty
a year or something
impressive.
like that? pretty fucking impressive, yeah. And
And it
Bethesda
just
just
makes you
refused
wish,
to
like,
give
fuck,
rights.
why
Yeah.
couldn't you have just given him like 3 years and like more people, man?
Well, what about right now? Bethesda still, it was an article like a couple months ago, Bethesda still refuses to give rights to Obsidian again to do another Fallout. They won't. They're just like, nah, because I think they know. They don't. I mean, they do know, but that's not the reason. They know they made
They
it the
write
best
they
Fallout.
write a better RPG.
They wrote it better, yeah.
They
Because
wrote a better RPG in less time with less people with a
yeah,
cooler
and it's still
premise.
regarded as the best. Yeah, super cool premise. Yeah, yeah. No, it was just and free size will be bigger. But yeah, if they ever do a Fallout New Vegas to just have Obsidian do it, but then again, it wouldn't be the same, you know. So you just gotta enjoy what you have, dude. I'm not even exaggerating. I probably have 1,000 hours in Fallout New Vegas. I'm still
Oh
finding
yeah.
and learning new shit about it. Where I'm like, there's a gun there. What the fuck? I didn't even know that gun existed, or whatever.
Yeah.
That's why it's a great game. Yeah. Fallout. You know what I watched? The Fallout show, Paul. I watched a couple episodes. It ain't for me. I tried to like it. I just don't.
Yeah, it's very ditzy, woke, kind of new age, whatever. I'm just
Yeah.
waiting to get to the. I think it's gonna get better. Like I think what we got right now, the first season was like a B minus, C plus maybe, and I think what we're gonna get is hopefully a B plus, A minus season 2, and I just hope they build it out more. I can't judge it enough off one season personally. I think it's okay. Like it's not ground.
I think
I
it's
mean,
like
Walton Goggins steals the show, and that's all I care
he
about's the
does.
ghoul. I don't care about the chick.
Mhm.
I don't care about the stupid Brotherhood of Steel guy who, how could you pick a
He's
more
terrible.
unlikable character? They need to,
Yeah.
whatever they do for the second season, somebody else better be writing that guy's character because he's terrible.
Well,
Maximus.
I watched the first 3 episodes and then I just read what happened in the rest of it, and then I watched the gore compilation. Like, oh, I'd love to watch the gore. It's pretty cool. I like when that Johnny Pebberton, that
Yeah,
guy,
he's funny.
he gets shot in the neck. That's pretty funny. Turns out he's a ghoul. That was pretty cool. Does Walton Goggins, he doesn't die, right? He's still alive at the end of this first season. Just
Oh
gonna get his-
yeah, he's lived for like 200 years in the wasteland.
Okay, I just assumed to get his
That's
brain.
what you assume anyways. You don't
Yeah,
know yet when he got out of the vault, if he ever got into the vault, like
yeah.
but yeah, he's been living, they changed the ghouls. They have to have a certain serum to not go feral, and they also made it so they heal and can basically live forever, it
They all
seems, or almost
yeah.
immortal. Yeah.
Mhm.
But
Reinvigorate.
it's
Yeah.
yeah. I'm just excited because they showed New Vegas off in the distance at the end of the first
Yeah.
season. And they also showed Mr. House, or
Yeah, and Big
what is
Mountain.
believed to be Mr. House.
Yeah, yeah.
But it looks like Mr. House.
Oh, I was like giggling like a schoolgirl when I saw that screenshot where it's the guy and it's got the plaque and it says Big Mountain, and I'm like, oh, Big Mountain,
Oh yeah.
they're gonna do it. They go to space. They're going to space next season. That's what
You
they're
like
doing.
that photo I
Yeah.
sent you of the green Steve Carell with the Mr. House mustache?
Yeah.
What if they
You know what?
casted
He
Steve
might
Carell?
work.
He would be pretty convincing
He
as Mr. House if he was serious, though. He would have to be like,
He
he
was.
couldn't be goofy. He would have to be like
No joke.
serious Steve Carell. Yeah.
Mr. House is dude. He was actually born like in Fallout lore. He was born like a couple months ago, like in 2023, like November or something,
Oh, weird.
or 2024. Yeah, or something like that.
So
It's
was
pretty-
he the head of Robco then, or Robco?
Yeah, I think he was. Yeah.
So then that was him in the show. That's got to be him because in
Yeah,
front of him is like
yeah.
a placard. It looked like a boardroom meeting, and Robco's on there. But then I
Yeah.
didn't know that like Vault Tech's the ones that dropped the first bomb.
Yeah, there's a lot of debate with that because Fallout 4 block. Do you know who the character in Fallout 4 is? Is Cleo? It's the Assaultron in Good Neighbor.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if you read up on the files, Cleo, because the railroad later in the game wants Cleo because Cleo was in charge of the launch codes, and if you read it, Cleo was one of the ones that went rogue and manually pressed the switch. So there's a lot of different things that happened. But it probably was mostly Vault-Tec and lore, but I guess, certain things, because Cleo was in charge of launch codes, and it was like, if you read the files, it says that she launched them herself.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, it's what you got to do, man. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of like the Warhammer lore and stuff. Like, you can't take it too seriously, and people go really hard and it's like how serious. It's like, oh, it's got to be X, Y, and Z. It's like, you're a fucking loser, bro. Like, go outside, dog. It doesn't
Like you
fucking
got to
matter.
give them some wiggle room adapting from
Yeah.
one medium
gonna
of
fuck
a
up.
game to another medium of a TV show. And Todd Howard being involved makes me feel better about it. Like he's there and he's like, this needs to be done,
Mhm.
whatever. But
It just works.
as far as environment, the items, the costume, it's all on par for me. I could give
Mhm.
two shits about the story, except for Walton Goggins' character, who I think is the star of the show. Give me
Yeah.
more of him in season 2. I don't give a shit about Lucy Purnell or whatever her name is, or whatever. But
Oh,
enough
this
Fallout talk. What were
timeline?
you
Yeah.
saying?
Oh,
Yeah.
one last thing. Oh, this timeline, the super mutants weren't even existing yet. Shut up, bro. Shut your fat
Is that what they
trap.
said?
No, it's just they're just saying what they would say. This is what
Yeah.
yeah, they said that. Somebody
I
said that, and
was
I hate them.
curious why. I just feel like even in like the 8, 10 episodes, whatever it was, they didn't give us a lot of the wasteland. Like they gave us a
Yeah.
little bit, but they didn't give us like, I didn't see a super mutant, whatever. I saw a weird, gross fish creature, cool, but they didn't give me like, I don't know. I'm
The
hoping they
Fallout
do. They'll do,
experience, I guess, yeah.
yeah, they'll do better as season 2. But do you want to know what I ate for my birthday? Kind of picked out.
Yeah, Paul, what'd you do? You break your diet? What are you on? You're not on a diet right now, right? You're just
No, I
working out
just watch what
heavy.
I eat. I just eat a lot of eggs. I eat a lot of
Yeah,
chicken, rice, clean
good.
carbs, fruit, vegetables. I just don't really track things. I just make sure I have no more than 3 meals a day, maybe one snack sometimes I'm feeling it. Today I skipped breakfast because of what I did last night, but that's, kind of had to. I had A&W, so good. It's literally like a block from my house. When
Never
you come
had it.
over this weekend, let's go. It's cheap.
Alright, bet.
Yeah,
Say
yeah,
less.
yeah.
I've literally never eaten there.
Yeah, so they got chicken strips, they got burgers, they got all types of stuff.
Alright.
So I had A&W, I had a burgers, chicken strips, fries, and then Destiny got me an ice cream cake from Dairy Queen, so I had that.
Ooh.
Very good.
What
It's
kind?
just like a basic one where like at the top it's got white frosting on it with sprinkles, and then it's just got white ice or vanilla ice cream on the top, the crunchy layer in the center, and the chocolate ice cream on the bottom. So it doesn't have
Ooh,
any like candy or it's not like
great.
super overloaded with Reese's or something. It was really good. I
Yeah,
was like, a nice plain ice cream cake like that, and it hit the spot.
holds
And
up, yeah.
then and then after that, she brought me to Quick Trip because I was hankering towards the end of the night, and I got a pack of those glazer donuts. I got the cherry ones. Oh, so good. And then I got a
Ooh, I like those
what
cinnamon rolls things.
those are good, but I was like, dude, if
600
I
calories
eat
a
one of
piece.
those, I'm
I
eating all 4. I ate the entire
oh,
thing of
yeah.
glazers. I had the cherry, I had the whole box.
I thought you were about to say you ate that whole Oreo cake. I'm telling you, that's like 5,000
No,
calories.
no,
Lord.
I had like a
Throw
big
some in the
chunk,
freezer.
whatever. And then
Big
when's the last time you had Sun Drop?
oh, the soda?
Yeah.
Ugh, gross.
I
Never.
bought it. Pretty good. It's been a while. I was like, damn, it's been a long
Mm.
time since I've had. I don't know. I don't really like hate a lot of sodas or dislike them. It's just I don't really regularly get a specific soda because I don't drink a lot anyways. But when I do go get a soda, I get something weird that I haven't had in a while or I
Sun
haven't
Drop,
seen. So I got Sun Drop.
really?
I was like, damn, it wasn't bad. It's like a
That's like on par with
fancier
like
mellow yellow.
Mountain Lightning or some garbage like that. You know what I
It
would
is
drink? I
not
have
on the
a friend
same level as Mountain
yeah.
Lightning.
Yeah, it is that
Doctor.
outside junk.
Oh, hey, it's
Like
my favorite.
Play-Doh.
It's my favorite soda, Doctor Doodad or something. It's just a ripoff.
Dr. Doodad. Yeah, just drinking
He's got a
Faygo, Dr.
stethoscope.
Doodad.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck? Get
That
out of here.
you're
Ugh,
looking at the packaging. I don't think that guy's a real doctor. Yeah, just
I don't think this guy's a doctor. I drink that. You know what I haven't had that I would like to try is that Tiki Hawaiian Punch. You know, it's got the little blue cans. Ooh,
there
sounds
is
good.
so much sugar in that motherfucker, but that
Oh,
red
dude.
liquid deliciousness
Yeah.
is so good. When you're a kid, it's a hot day, you're just getting out of the pool, you get a cold one of those Tiki Hawaiian bad boys and a sandwich with chips on it.
Oh,
Woo!
dude, it's dude, you fresh out the pool, you got the chlorine already on your hands, so the sandwich kind of tastes like chlorine. Your bite, it's game over, bro. That's the summer right there. I can't
Doritos
wait.
on the
Summer's gonna
turkey
be great.
sandwich with
Yeah,
mayo. You got the fucking Hawaiian punch. You're
you can
sipping.
tell we're Midwest. We're already excited, dude. We got no sun. We haven't seen sun in years, dude. We're all fucked up and gangrene and scurvy
Yeah,
us. We got to get some sun. No, I would love, dude. I realize I'm way different than other people because the only things I consume liquid wise is the occasional like beer, but if it is, it's got to be zero, like if zero, like 100 calories, but it's got to be zero sugar always. But I only drink Celsius and water. That's all I drink. That's literally it. And then a
that's good.
pre-workout has no sugar. Yeah, dude, I just can't justify spending X amount of calories on a drink when I could just,
Yeah,
I don't know, have some candy, I guess. I could have
yeah,
200 calories of candy rather than a 300 calorie drink, and that's just gonna be how it is. I think
yeah.
it's like most people need to get off liquid calories, but it's
Yeah,
helpful.
my main thing is usually zero sugar sodas, water,
Yeah.
pre-workout slash protein shakes. And that's kind of it. I mean, obviously I had a soda yesterday, like an actual one with sugar, but it's a fucking birthday. I'll do what I want. Dude,
Yeah.
my stomach hurts so bad this morning. I was
Oh
like,
yeah, I
oh, I
bet it
should
did.
have ate. Dude, you want to know what was
Yeah.
terrible? Is I didn't eat the whole thing of Glazers. Destiny had two. I had
Okay.
two, but then I fell asleep on the couch. We were playing Monopoly, and then we were watching Chuck. We bought Monopoly on Switch, and we were playing, and
That's
it was pretty fun. And whenever I pass out on the couch, I told her there's a new rule since we're in our house. You don't wake me up. Because what she used to do is like wake me up to go to bed at the apartment. I'm on my couch in my house. If I fall asleep, you leave me right goddamn there. I'll go to bed when I fucking feel
yeah.
like it, you know?
Yeah,
And
goddamn
so
right.
and so I wake up at like 1 a.m. I'm like, oh, and I look and I eat a glazer. I see
Yeah.
it and I eat one.
Yeah.
And then I chug
Yeah.
Sundrop and I pass back out and I wake up. I look at the clock again. It's like a half hour later. I eat the last glazer and then I go to bed.
Dude, that's me, dude. We're the same way. I can't have food in my eyesight when I wake up. It's over with, dude.
It's bad.
It's like the worst thing to do possible. It's just you feel like such like shit, dude. That's
I
like the
felt
worst thing to eat in the middle of the night.
yeah, but once it was like 10 a.m. this morning, I took some Pepto Bismol and I was good to go.
You feel a lot better, yeah. You're feeling good. Yeah, no, that's good. That sounds like a pretty good birthday, Ash. You see whatever the fuck you want.
We
Treat
just
yourself.
hung out. Food wasn't far. We just ate whatever we wanted. I played a little Fallout 3. We played some Monopoly together. We switched between watching movies. We went to TV shows. It was a good night. It was fun. Just us two.
That's sick. That's
Yeah.
sick. Well, we're swapping topics here a little bit. Big
Yeah.
ups on so I've been going to therapy. I'm just doing regular therapy, but then I started
Good.
doing EMDR therapy, which is like emotion. I don't know exactly what it stands for, but it's like
Electromagnetic
radiation
destruction.
therapy.
Oh,
Yeah,
EMR? Is that what it is?
EMDR. Yeah, it's like for like trauma and stuff like that. But I
Electromagnetic
can also
destruction of radiation. No,
yeah,
I
dude, they
don't
put
know.
like a thing on my head and it starts
Really?
zapping. No, I always because EMDR is like she doesn't do the lights, but a lot of it is like flashing lights in your eyes and it
Yep.
creates like an emotional response. So
Yeah.
she doesn't do that. But I always think about that Futurama episode where they go to the robot insane asylum and Bender's in there and they're like, you need some common therapy. And they start playing like a horn blaring and they put on like strobe lights and spiders swinging across his face. And he's like, the common therapy is not working. So I pictured that when I went in there, like if they're gonna strap me down. But no, she uses these little egg-shaped things that have lights on them. I haven't done a single session. I've only like met with her and like kind of talked about what we're gonna do. You can do
Yeah.
trauma, you can do a lot of things. I'm gonna focus on some certain things. See how that works. But she did. I'm probably not gonna do it. But she did recommend heavily to me, and my other therapist did, is trying out ketamine therapy because that's the big new thing that's on the
Yeah,
market right
that's
now.
really popular. Woody did ketamine.
Woody did do ketamine. And
Wetamine? I'm
Wetamine,
just
fuck
fucking with
you.
you.
I'm having a stroke. I'm gonna pass out and seize on the ground like she did and not tell anybody. Dude, honestly, if like a couple weeks Woody's dead, yeah, I love that. I don't want to talk about that. Shit's so funny to me. Where he's like, "Yeah, I was just hitting my head on the wall and I
He's
didn't say
having a
anything to
seizure.
anybody."
Yeah.
Woody having a seizure on a paramotor 1,000 feet in the air. Oh my god, that's not funny. That's not funny at all.
This
That'd
fucking
be
beams
terrible.
it.
It'd be terrible. Anyway, that's a big thing. I've watched a lot of videos on it. Not recently, but I have before. There's if you remember Soft White Underbelly, I definitely brought him up before on this on the podcast.
Yeah.
They interviewed a couple that is in ketamine therapy, like they're on like the cutting edge of it. It's literally a 3-hour interview where they talked about it. One of the biggest thing they said is like 1 in 3 SSRIs that you'll try will not work at all and are
Yep.
placebo. So I talked to my therapist about that, and honestly, I was kind of surprised in how against SSRIs and antidepressants my therapist was, because before it seemed like they're just like, take an antidepressant, go try it, especially psychiatrists, because psychiatrists, that's what they prescribe. They're like, try one of these, see if it works. Shit don't work. None of them worked. I tried 6 different SSRIs. Well, probably like 4 SSRIs and like 2 antidepressants and 1 anxiety med that worked, Atarax. But my therapists are like very anti that shit, where they're like,
That's good.
I'm not gonna prescribe it to you because I don't think they work as well. But both of them did mention ketamine therapy can be very useful, and it's not like you get high or anything. It's just like something to do, and I might try it because my insurance does cover it. And my therapist talked about it. She's like, because you can always do You can do Mind Bloom or those retarded ones where like you do
Yeah,
it at your home, where they some asshole and like some lab coat and a weed weed shop gives you it, or you can do it through an actual doctor, which I will do.
that's
So
good.
look into that. I might try it because the way things are going right now, therapy and EMDR isn't gonna fix it. You know, and the
Yeah,
ketamine therapy, for what I understand, isn't gonna fucking ruin me like an SSRI would. You know what I mean? Because
just
it's
try it.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, I think it'd be cool. Do some
How
I'm doing ketamine, and
So
I'd
if you don't
be
mind me asking, or maybe you don't know the details, is this something you would do regularly then, or is this like
I
you do it for a little bit and then you're done? Like, how does that
I
work?
think it
Do you do it the
was
rest of your life if it's working?
no, I'll see, I don't know about that for
It
sure. From
seems
what
like you just
I
do it
understand,
for
I
like
do it a couple
consistent.
times.
Yeah, you do it like a couple times or throughout
Yeah.
like sessions, and then you're considered done
Yeah.
after a certain amount of time.
Yeah, right. I think what Woody did, at least if I remember, and I
He did
didn't really
mind
look
bloom,
into. Yeah, that's the type of shit that I wouldn't do. I want
and
an
that's
actual
expensive.
doctor. Yeah, because he does. I don't think he has insurance either, but
Yeah,
my insurance does cover that shit. I think it does. But I think it's like 6 sessions or something. But it's all. I guess it varies on the person to person. But no, that's something to think about. Because it's weird. Like I don't do drugs or alcohol like at all. Like I just like stopped doing that shit, and it's like I thought that would clear up my symptoms, but it didn't. So I'm like, let's do more drugs and alcohol now at this point. No, no, I'm not
no,
doing
I
that.
won't
But
help
let's
you.
try some. Let me go straight to the ketamine. That doesn't work. I'll go straight to the heroin. That doesn't work. I'll go straight to the meth. Took a little meth. Take a tab of acid. You know what? You can figure out a lot of things on a tab of acid, Paul, about yourself. I'm just telling. Go. I was telling someone, I'm like,
We're
yeah,
glad
take
you're
a tab of
here.
acid. Yeah,
Come
yeah.
stay a
Come
while.
stay a while. That's not acid. He smoked like crack or something. I don't know what he did. Wait, this guy said he had PCP. It was PCP or something, whatever.
Yeah.
DMT. They took DMT. No, I would take a tab of acid. Listen to Russian Rio. It's the only time Russian Rio sounds good is when you're off a tab of acid. Otherwise, the mix is god awful. It sounds like garbage, and you learn a lot about yourself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I've been kind of like you've
Well,
never
if
done
you
so.
I've never done any psychs. Nope, I don't
Mhm.
do any drugs. I'm a good boy.
Am I gone?
No,
I'm
you're there.
here. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Everything froze.
I think you should if they
Paranoid.
think it's a good idea and you think it is, and there's no really like super crazy like repercussions or side effects of it, I think you should give it a
Yeah.
shot. Because don't go
I'm
back to SSRIs though. Never.
oh, I'm definitely not, and it's expensive too. Don't get me wrong. With insurance, I'm still gonna pay a shit ton out of pocket. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do it for like a couple like six
Yeah.
months, a year, until I get
Yeah.
my money in check, which I can't afford, but I just don't want to have more
Mhm.
bills hoarding over me, because I already owe some to Essentia, and I don't want to pay those fucking cocksuckers. But they ain't getting nothing from me.
As,
Nothing.
as you know, I had to dabble in SSRIs, and I found that at a certain point when I tossed them, which is what I shouldn't have done, I should have come off of
Yeah,
them. Is
need to do that.
I would rather feel bad how I was than feel like a drone how I was on the pills. So I just
Yeah.
got rid of them. I was like, I feel worse now than I did almost before. Like once you start taking it consistently and it sets in after that 3 to 4 month period you've been taking it, and now you're just
Mhm.
like you
I me.
sure you never have your low lows anymore, but you never have your high highs either,
Mhm.
and that's what sucks.
Yeah, I never noticed that because I was smoking so much dope at the time, which by the way, I don't know if we should be subscribing SSRIs with dope, but they seemed okay with it. They were just like, yeah, just cut back on your weed. And I'm like, yeah, sure, yeah, whatever. And I never did. Do not go cold. I went cold off of Lexapro, Effexor, and one other one. Some of the worst side effects I've ever had, like the dizziness, or like I'd turn my head and everything would trail with me. That was a big one, or I'd almost pass out. Or brain zaps. You ever get if you ever getting cold off of Effexor, you get brain zaps where it feels like someone like the best way I can describe it is like someone, like one of those shock pens, one of those joke pens. Hey, take a piece of gum and you pull it and you get pranked and you just feel like a fucking dummy, in grade
Yeah,
school. It's like that, but in your brain. Like that happened to me a lot. So do not go cold off of SSRIs. I'm the prime example, dude. That will
I
fuck you
did that
months.
after 6 months of taking whichever one I was on. It started with the C. I
Hmm.
don't know what it was, a
That is
long time ago. I was like 17, 18.
Cialis.
I don't think it was that.
Cialis makes
All
you
I know
dick.
is I quit cold turkey and I felt really weird the first couple days. I had a really bad headache too.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, dude. I was gonna ask if you noticed any other symptoms, but yeah, the brain zaps are what got me. I had brain zaps for maybe 2 months after. Long
Really?
time. Yeah, I thought they weren't gonna go away. I thought I was going fucking
What do you mean
crazy.
by brain zap?
I just described it to you. You know when you literally like, you know when you like have
Oh
little jokes?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it's like, but in your brain, and it's like, what the fuck? You like look around, you're like, did someone just shock me? You're like, what the hell?
Oh yeah, okay.
Turn your brains into soup. Trust me. Turn your brain into goddamn soup.
What do
Not good.
you think about? We're a little late on this about the Biden stuff about him saying like Japan and India are xenophobic because they don't want immigrants and all that stuff. What do you think of that? What you don't want to know what I think? I think Biden should just shut up and stop talking about other countries that we don't care about.
Probably should keep his fat trap shut.
And I also
Um,
think we should just stop letting anybody and everybody in, but that just seems to be the case right now.
well, there's open borders right now, so yeah,
Yeah.
that of course it's going to create an issue. And by saying that, somehow I'm a racist because I don't want people flooding in. But then you notice
I just
the
want people to come here
decrease in
the right
jobs,
way. I
more
want
money.
people to just come here the right way,
Mm,
process through. I want them to become a citizen, learn about the country, take the test, and fucking put their hand on the Bible or whatever they do and get their fucking citizenship. I don't want people just
mm,
walking across and then buying a home or getting a job at Arby's, without doing anything. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like if you come here, you don't need to earn it. And here I am. This is why I hate talking about
you
this,
do
is
need to
because
earn.
I feel like a bigot saying it because I was born here and I'm lucky. Like, we are extremely
Mm,
lucky because we were born here. We
yeah,
didn't have to
greatest
fucking
country.
learn the amendments. I mean, we did in school. We didn't have to do all that shit to become a citizen here and like earn our
Mm.
trust and like be able to live here and like raise a family here and have a job and buy a house and have a car and all that stuff. These people want that dream, and I totally get it. A lot of other countries, the majority of them are shitholes. Whatever. People want to come here. They want to live the American dream, whatever that is anymore. I just want them to come here legally. Whether that means, just a better process. Please just stop letting anybody in, and then giving them fucking my tax money to fucking live.
But yeah, I mean, if you watch the Channel 5, Andrew Callen, when he tried to cross the border with the Mexicans and shit, and all the shit they were talking about, yeah, well, yeah, they'd give us cell phones and give us hotel rooms when we got over, or they just, police would see him and just say, all right, go on your way. Huge problem. Got to be stopped. I mean, if we're letting him in legally, for fuck's sake, I mean, I'm not trying to dunk on him, but I work with coworkers who are from China and they don't speak any English, like none. I'm sorry, man. If you're in the United States, you should be able to speak English to the point where you can function
Or at
because
least
it creates problems.
understand it.
No, 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 no. They
You
can
don't
they,
think
they
you
use
don't think if
translators.
someone couldn't speak it, if they could just understand what you're saying, you don't think that's
Yeah, if they can
beneficial?
understand. Oh, sorry, I thought you asked if they understood it. No,
No,
no, no.
no.
They understand it. That's reasonable. Yeah,
But if
that's
they can't
fine.
speak it, that's fine. If they can't speak it, that's fine. But if they can understand what you're saying because they
Yeah,
know
it's
they
just
can,
yeah. And again, I'm not dunking on you. Do whatever you want. You came here legally. You're a goddamn adult. Just do your thing. But like, yeah, I think it's a big thing. Yeah, we could go on and on about the border crisis. And man, I wish I had like
those
bigger
tents
like
have got there's more tents now
yeah,
outside City
for
Hall.
for Palestine and all
Yeah,
that.
so I was talking to Jack last week. I didn't bring it up on the cast, but when I was on my way to boxing, there was like a tent, one big tent and one tiny tent right out in front of City Hall on the grass with a Palestinian flag and some signs,
Hmm.
pro Palestine. And then I drove by, the other day for boxing. I drove by it today. There's now 4 or 5 tents. They have now brought a fire pit out. There's a guy playing a guitar, and they've basically just set up camp right in front of City Hall, right smack dab
Free,
in the center.
free to Palestine. Take us home to Palestine, dude. First of all, I can't even say it. I'm gonna get arrested. There's anti-Semitic laws, Paul. You cannot speak against Islam or that. Don't do it, Paul, or whatever the eyes are over there. Any Afghanistan. Can't speak about any of them. You gotta be careful about that. How about the people protesting there? How about you go protest the fucking crackheads that are literally blocks away from you, tweaking on the side of a road in the fentanyl crisis? How about you go focus on that and
Because
not
they
there?
probably have a
Well, there
more
has
impact on that than something halfway across the world you can't do anything about.
yeah. Oh my god, dude! If you're out there protest, I just can't think of anything worth protesting for because you're retarded. I see so many like in bios pro Palestine and all that. They don't like you. You understand that? Oh, you know what I see it a lot, Paul, is the trans community like pro Palestine. You understand, right? That it's illegal for you to exist over there.
They
That
will cut your head off.
they would cut your head off. They will cut your head off and fuck your corpse. It's not even like an exaggeration. Like they don't that's like where most of the gay crime, like it's a majority, all of it comes from over there in the murders and stuff. So it's like, how do you support that? You don't even understand what you're supporting. Don't give them money. Stop giving them money. It's just a really big issue. And if I talk about it, somehow a piece of shit. But I don't support either, and I don't want to hear a goddamn thing about them until we figure out these screaming crackheads on the side of the road that I don't like. Or how about how everything costs a shit ton? How about the price of food and housing? How about the fact that I can't even like the idea of me owning a house is a fallacy. I ain't
You'll
gonna
get
own the
there.
fucking house. Well, I guess my main point is I'm not gonna live long enough to own a house. I got about
You'll live
6
long enough.
days left, maybe,
What do you mean?
something like
What does that mean?
that.
Do I
Countdown.
need to be calling the police right now?
What do you mean? I'm calling the police right now?
Jackson, put the
Yeah,
gun
I'll
down. I'm just kidding.
throw my knife I have for cops. I got a
Jesus.
bomb vest.
Jesus.
The ATF's gonna be asking. They're like knocking on my.
Um,
But no, I could go on and on about this shit. But it's just sad to see the anti-American, and it's always kind of been that. But it's ramping up a lot more of how people are saying chanting "fuck America." I don't get. Well, the fact that you can even chant "fuck America" shows how great we are. Go to Palestine and go chant "fuck Palestine." See how that works out for you, Buster Brown. You're a brown belt. You can stone you to death. They would do that because they don't have fucking laws. There's goddamn anarchy over there. You know.
they have
So
laws. It's just
they have
not
laws.
nice
Yeah,
laws.
not nice. Not the good laws that you want. But
There are
yeah,
good laws. Like here, our laws are kind of nice, I guess.
I'm gonna support America 24/7. Even though I know they do shitty things. At the end of the day, it's where I live, and it's other people. I've heard people say recently, I can't believe people think America's the greatest country in the world, and I'm like, well, I mean,
We're still
yeah,
better than everybody else.
like yeah, like I
Yeah,
don't know
we have
where
our
else.
problems. Sure, people get shot by cops a lot. Whatever. At least I
Yeah.
don't get my fucking hands cut off because I accidentally forgot to pay for my soda or something, you know? Like, oh no, that's happened to me. You know, we were talking about leaving Walmart, it's on the bottom, forgot to scan it. If I would have went back and say there was, you know, I'm in Israel or Palestine, I go back, oh, I'm so sorry, sir. I didn't pay for my sodas. All right, hand on the counter. And they
Finger.
fucking just take
Yeah,
it off.
give me your hand, finger, whatever. They're taking something to put on a necklace around them. No, it's
Like,
like
I'm sorry, it was a mistake. I'll pay for it. I have the money. Yeah.
and accidental cop shootings do happen, but most of the people who get shot by cops, they could solve it real easy. When the cop says, "Put your hands up,"
You
you
put
know,
your
you go
fucking
like
hands
this,
up. Yeah.
and then you're done. The interaction's over right there. You're good to go. You're not gonna get shot, except for when an acorn falls on your cop car. Then you're gonna get shot, or when you're a dumb, stupid bitch and you go into the wrong apartment as a cop and shoot a black man eating cereal on his couch. That's a problem. You ever heard about that one?
No, what the fuck?
We talking about that. That happened
Homie's eating cereal and they blasted him?
yeah. 3 months ago, okay, this off-duty woman cop, she goes to her apartment. She accidentally goes to the apartment a floor up instead of the one on the floor, the one that was hers, and they're all identical. She opens the door and sees a black man and he's eating cereal, and she pulls out her gun and shoots him to death, and it's just his apartment. And she was like, "No, he came at me." But the coroner,
That's
she's in
terrible.
jail, by the way. She's in jail.
Good.
Yeah, she's in jail still. The coroner, she literally lied because she was like, "Oh, he came at me," but the coroner report showed him in a sit-in position when he was shot to death, and he had cereal. He was eating cereals. Or that one kid. Have you seen that kid that's eating a
I hope
burger?
that
in
was
his
a
car?
good bowl for that guy. I hope that bowl
Yeah.
of cereal was
Yeah,
good.
I hope it was like some good shit, not some shitty like wheat thins or
It
whatever.
was an
the-
off-brand. Hoping it was
there.
like some cinnamon toast crunch, not fucking
Yeah,
cinnamon
that's what I was.
squares. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I hope he or that one guy that's eating the burger in his car, and the cop knocks on his window.
That
he's
one's
helping
bad. That's a
McDonald's,
teenager kid. That
he
cop,
dumps it.
you know what I think is I don't even know if that cop got charges. He just got like suspended and he just like
Oh, they never do. They never. Most of them don't.
that
They
kid was really fucked up too. He barely lived. He was like in a coma for a while.
Yeah, to be fair, the kid did put it in drive. I think I'm like 99% sure he did attempt to drive away, but it doesn't give you the right to shoot him. And I don't
Yeah.
think the kid meant to either. I think he just had his foot on the gas and he was eating a burger, and the cop just dumped
And
him.
caught
There's-
off guard and scared. And why is
Yeah,
a cop
scared,
yelling
yeah.
at me? And why is he now drawing his weapon because I'm closing my door?
Yeah, like what the fuck? Yeah, see, but that's the only thing we got to worry
Yeah,
about. Is,
and I guarantee you that cop was probably like, oh, he's gotten in a vehicle, you know, now he's using it as a weapon against me because he was trying to back out. So I gave him justification to fucking dump his entire mag through the goddamn side of the car and the back of it as it was driving
Yeah.
off.
but sometimes we get, dude. I think they obviously 100% they do more good than harm. I have to say
Oh,
that.
yeah,
And not all
yeah.
cops are bastards. I hate that. That
Yeah.
like that one where that pedophile is going to. Have you seen that video?
Yeah, they dump him. The dude tries to
Yeah, in
pull
the
the gun.
hotel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy was. Yeah. I think PK touched on it, but that
I'm
guy was
glad
trying
they
to kill
got-
himself for
Yeah,
sure.
he was.
He was like going like this. But yeah, no,
They took care of him.
Yeah, they dumped a
They
lot of bullets.
shot him. 3 dudes dumped their fucking Glock mags into him. He's dead.
Yeah. Oh, bro, there's one that just happened really
He was
recently, and
smoking. They shot him so many times you
oh
could
yeah, he
see
was
the
literally smoking. Yeah, Jesus Christ. The one where this guy shoots, he's in his house and he shoots his wife dead in the face, dude, right in front of these cops. She lives. He doesn't. The cops kill that guy. And the lady's still standing there like crying, but dude, she had a bullet like go right through her face. And she lived, bro. So it's how ironic. She gets shot in the head, survives. He gets shot in the body 40 times, doesn't survive. Isn't that a little bit ironic? There's
Yeah.
some irony in
I
there
don't know
somewhere.
all the details of it, but you know about our dad's sister, right? And how she died. Wheezy, our aunt.
I don't know the details. I just heard what happened, and I was like, "Damn, that's fucked up." I'm
I
not
think
gonna
she was gonna leave him. He was drunk. He took the shotgun and shot her in the face and killed her, and then blew his own head off.
Yeah. Okay,
Fucked
well, I
up.
heard it. Oh, okay, well, I heard something less tame. I heard what I heard was that she was, like, strangled to death, but maybe they told me that as a 10-year-old because they don't wanna tell you they got shot in the face. I'm gonna go
Oh,
with
I
your
thought she
story.
was
That
shot.
sounds
Maybe she
close.
was strangled and then he shot himself. Maybe I'm messing it
You ever
all up.
hear about, Snook was telling me, you ever hear about our, like, great uncle that was, like, in the mafia and supposedly killed this, like, famous politician? You ever hear about that?
No,
They were
what the
telling me
fuck?
about it.
Give me
Dude,
the
it was
details
really
on that. You better be
okay.
messaging Roxanne on Facebook here and getting the details on
I
that.
gotta ask her about it. She was telling me because there's like this famous politician, and you can look it up because he was like mysteriously murdered in Pennsylvania around, I don't know, 50s, 60s. And apparently our great uncle was like involved in that somehow. And the police kept inquiring him about it. Like, did you do this, man? I know because he was like involved in the mafia or some shit. And I think from what I remember is what she said is that motherfucker did that shit. He killed that motherfucker. So, which is pretty interesting. It's like a big case. And I was like, huh, what the fuck? So once you ask, I gotta delve deeper into family lore, dude. It gets dark real fucking quick.
Yeah.
There's nothing really too dark right now in our like sphere, like our siblings, but one of us will do something. I don't know who it's gonna be, but one of the seven's gonna do something awful. That's all. One of the eight's gonna do something. Probably me. It'll probably be me.
Gonna
I'll probably,
snap and kill someone at a bar with one punch.
jeez, yeah, no, that's not even like that bad. That's just like really unfortunate. Like, don't
Yeah.
do that.
Like,
That'd be
oh,
the worst, man.
that'd be the worst. A guy's drunk, you're drunk, he's fucking beating the fuck out of you, and you just land a shot, and he falls and cracks his head and fucking dies, and now you're in prison the rest of your life.
Isn't that like it's not like the majority of murders, but it definitely makes up a good percentage of murders is accidental shit like that.
Oh
Or
yeah.
like,
And they never, you know what they always say too is like if you have a license to carry a gun, don't even bring it with you to the bar because as soon
no.
as any alcohol is in your system and you're involved in a shooting, you're immediately
Retarded?
discredited.
Yeah, what are you retarded? Don't do that. Or like have you seen those compilations of videos of people who are drunk driving, they kill somebody, and then the cops tell them afterwards because they don't know. There's this one where it's kind of sad. It's like a young black kid, and he seemed like an alright dude, but it was literally the next day. And he's like, all right, can I go? And they're like, no. He's like 22. You killed somebody last night. You know that, right? He's like, what? He's like, yeah, you're going to jail for pretty much forever. Like they're like, you're done. Like you're not leaving. He's like, what, dude? It's sad, but it's like, don't drive drunk, fucking retard. And I know a lot of people that drive drunk, man. And I tell them, I'm not getting in your car with you, first of all. And second of
Mhm.
all, you're retarded. Like you're actually like the most retarded person I've ever interacted with.
Yeah.
Sad thing, how
It
stupid
is
life.
sad too because, a lot of those scenarios, the guy that was driving drunk or the person that was driving drunk never ends up getting really even hurt because when you're drunk, you're loose. When you get in an
You're
accident, you don't
invincible.
stiff up. Yes, not invincible, but they'll like literally kill a family of 4 and they're fine. And then they have to
Yeah.
live with that.
The guilt of that though is probably like worse, right? Like if I know and I killed someone like that, because I'd never drive drunk, first of all, I'd probably just kill myself, right? Like how would you not? Once you see ghosts, it's like that like midnight mass show where the guys keep seeing the girl's face
I don't know,
everywhere.
man. Our will to live is pretty strong, but a lot of us never really get to realize it because we never actually have to go starve or have done something so horrible. I've
True.
never done something so bad that made me want to I mean, sure, maybe I'm like, oh, I should kill myself. Why did I do that? But it's not like actually like you're ending your will to live. It would be very hard, you know? You just don't realize it. You have to be
I
really
just think
down
about
in the
what
dumps.
I think about Dave Chappelle said after Robin Williams died. He's like, I knew suicide was circumstantial because Robin Williams, they'll just sum it up really quick. Robin Williams had it together. He had everything going for him, like for the most part, and that dude killed himself. And I know this one guy who was in Harvard. He was going to go out and be an engineer, and he did that shit. He became an engineer. He made 6 figures, damn near made around about what I would make, and then he got divorced, and then he lost it all. And I went to the Foot Locker the other week, and guess who was working at the Foot Locker? That person there. He didn't say person. That person there. And he's like, if anyone has a reason to kill himself, it's that guy right there, and he didn't. So it's like, that's how I know it's not circumstantial. It's mental, you know?
Yeah.
I just thought that was funny. It was a good bit. By the way, Robin Williams was very ill. Like, he had like that neurological, kind of like what Bruce Willis had, something similar to that, where his brain was going to start like
He had
turning into
aphasia. Yeah.
yeah, not aphasia, but something like that. Probably worse. But yeah,
Yeah.
very sad.
Last thing we'll talk about, if it's cool, is I went shooting last Sunday with Haller, former host of the show, Foster, former guest that will probably come on again, and Tony, good friend Tony. I haven't had him on the show yet because he won't buy a fucking webcam. Shout out
Mhm.
Tony. But
Pardon
it was a
Reed.
good time shooting. We went to I think it's called Bellwood Pit. It's about 35 minutes from my place. It's out in the sticks of Superior. It's just a big sand pit. I brought some big cardboard boxes. I bought targets. We put the targets all over the boxes so they'd stand up. We set up some old Red Bull cans and shot my SIG. Put a couple hundred rounds through it.
Nice. Yeah.
Let them shoot my SIG. I was doing some funny stuff, like doing it sideways and doing like covert stuff, like
Mhm.
getting up and like
Hey, yo,
dumping
player,
around.
what up, player? Yeah,
You know
like
what I
that.
really had a fun time shooting that I hadn't shot in a long time is my one shot hinge crack hunting rifle dad got me.
Oh,
That
yeah.
thing is just fun to ping stuff with, like one shot. I had the 223 barrel on it. You can switch it out for 20 gauge, but I had a hard time finding any 20 gauge ammo that was buckshot at the store. So I just decided to just, shoot the rifle barrel on it. But it was fun. I shot a couple of Haller's handguns, the CZ, the Glock. I shot Foster's 357 Magnum, and I think his Canic, which is like another handgun. I shot Haller's AK. That thing's sick. His AK-47. That thing's pretty sweet, dude.
Oh, that is
It's
sick.
got a
That's something.
lot of kick. But that thing's
Mhm.
awesome. I don't think I got to shoot Foster's AR. I wanted to, but I'll get to it at some point. Foster has a binary trigger on it, which is legal in Wisconsin, by the way, not legal in Minnesota, but it's basically fast semi-auto. It's
Yeah,
it's
that's
really
sick.
fast
That's
semi-auto is
sick.
what you can
Yeah,
classify it as. Yeah.
that's sick.
It was super fun. I just really like pinging stuff. Shooting's fun. Just being with the guys, just shooting the shit, being out in it was a nice day that day. There wasn't a lot of wind. Then we got some food after. It was a good time. And next time we go shooting, you should come with. I think it'd be fun. I think you'd like shooting some
Yeah, no, it
stuff.
will
So
be fun. I'm down. I'm so down. That's fun.
yeah.
It's a fun time. Like fun to shoot. Well, we'll probably wrap her up. Sorry about the technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. The next time you'll see us, we'll be drunker and funnier, probably. For Gutterball 100, it's gonna be a great time. Like, subscribe, comment, all that jazz. You want to get on Gutterball? Let us know. DM us on Instagram. I'll let Paul take it from here. But thank you so much for watching thus far. I appreciate y'all. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody. Everything Jackson said. I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Do something nice for somebody in your family that maybe you don't talk to that much. Maybe, you're older, you're like me now, and you have a lot of siblings and there are brothers around and stuff you don't get to talk to as much as you want or hang out with. Do something nice. Whether that means going over and fucking cutting their grass or getting them, bringing them out to eat spontaneously, sending them a gift card. Do something nice for somebody around you. It can even be friends. It doesn't have to be family. Because there are people like me who, like, every day sometimes feel like, sometimes you just feel like you're worth nothing, right? Like sometimes you're just not in a good mindset and maybe like you really don't need any attention, but it's almost like you'd want some. Trust me, there's somebody around you that is feeling that way right now, and you're probably not going to get it right, but just reach out to somebody. Do something nice for them. Do a task, do a chore, buy them something, bring them out to eat, do something. And that's all I'll say, everybody. See you at Gutterball 100. That was Gutterball 99. Have a great weekend. Whoa!